welcome back to my YouTube channel. If here is your first time coming across my channel, you are welcome. Please do where to hit on the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, like my videos, and put on your notification bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. So on today's episode, I'll be putting us through on how to cut and sew this flay short gown. So if there's what you're interested to learn, please keep on watching and let's dive into the tutorial. Here is the material I'm working with. So I've gone ahead to cut out the length of the fabric I'm working with. The length of the fabric I'm working with is 38 inches plus 1 inch for seam allowance, making 39. So here is it. Now I'll go ahead and mark out my vertical and horizontal measurements. So which is from my shoulder. Here is my shoulder starting line. Hope you can see this chalk line here. So here is my shoulder starting line, which is all my markings, all my measurements will be starting from this line. So now from this line, I'll be getting my armhole depth, and also from this line, I'll be getting my half length and the hip length. But I'm not working with those measurements because this is a flay gown. So the only measurement I need is my chest line. So for my chest line, I'm good to go. So let me first of all mark out my chest line. So guys, I've gone ahead to get her shoulder line and the chest line. So I've marked out the shoulder line and the chest line. So what next I'll be doing now is to get her bust, the quarter of her bust circumference. So I'll be marking that down also. So I've gone ahead to mark out the quarter of her bust measurement and also came down by 1 inch. So the neckline, for the neck width I'm using, I'll be working with 3 inches for the neck width, and for the neck depth I'll be working with 4.5 inches for the neck depth for the front. Then for the back neck depth I'll be working with 1.5 inch. So I'll connect them together. So guys, I made use of 3.5 inches for the neck depth for the front. I still maintain my 1.5 inches neck depth for the back, and also still maintain the 3 inches for the neck width. So we are going to connect from the shoulder line to the neck for the 1 inch we came down for shoulder slope. So now after that, so I'm going to add 1/2 inch for shoulder joining, so after that I'm going to get the midpoint of the armhole line, which is 4 inches. So you get the midpoint of your armhole line, which is 8 inches. So from that 8 inches, you come in by 1/2 inch. So now I'm going to use my curve ruler to connect from the shoulder line to meet the 1/2 inch and to meet the... So after curving it out, then you mark 1/2 inch for sleeve, to join the sleeve to the armhole line. We are going to add extra 1 inch for ease allowance at the chest line. Then you add 2 inches seam allowance, 2 inches for sewing allowance. So now from this line, from this 2 inches sewing allowance, you bring in your curve ruler, your straight ruler, then you curve it to meet, the end point here, which is the length of the gown. So I'm going to do that off camera. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut this out. You can see So here is the down part of it. I came up 2 inches, then curve it out so that it will give us that flay cutting shape. So now what next I'll be doing, I'll go ahead and cut the facing. I believe you all know how to cut the facing. So I'll cut the facing for the front, and for the back I will come down by 4 inch to give it a slit at the back. I'm going to come down by 4 inch to give it a slit at the back. Alright, so after that I'll teach us on how to cut the sleeve. So let's move on to the cutting of the sleeve. Here is for the hand, for the sleeve I mean to say. So now what you're going to do to cut out the sleeve, you measure out the sleeve circumference of the person armhole you're working with, or you have on the fabric. So I'm having 9 inches for my sleeve circumference. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark out the 9 inches here. I'll mark out the 9 inches plus extra 1 inch for seam allowance. Alright, so now I'll take my tape rule. So guys, now after getting my armhole measurements plus the 1 inch seam allowance, so I'm going to use my straight ruler to make a slant line like this to meet the 9 inches mark that I have, not the allowance. So after that I used my tape rule to get the measurement I have there. I'm having 10 inches, then I'm going to divide it by 2 to get a midpoint, which is 5 inch. So from this 5 inch here I'll go up by half an inch. So from there I'll make a curve this way. Can you see what I just did? I make a curve this way. The length of the sleeve I'm working with is 22 inches. So now from this my allowance here, I'm going to use my tape rule because I don't have a straight ruler for now. I'm going to connect the line like this because the sleeve also is a flay sleeve. So I'm going to connect it to meet this point like this. So after that I'll cut it out. Here is the sleeve after cutting it out. So here is it. You can see. Now what I'll do are these down parts. From these down parts I'll go up by 1.5 inch from this down parts. So I'll use my curve ruler to connect it this way. Then after that I'll cut it out. Then go and fix it on the material. So guys, here's the outcome of the A-shape gown, and also this brings us to the end of today's tutorial. Please, if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, like my videos, comment, and also share to your friends and lovely ones. I'll see you all on my next tutorial. Bye and have a lovely day.